great way to get kids motivated into learning and to use blended learning more in your classroom is to check out a website called questgarden.com. And when you check in, obviously you can see that this is a WebQuest based website, and on here you have several websites that you can get on and look at WebQuest. They have sites over here also that gives you some ideas of where you can go. So basically, a WebQuest is a learning activity where the kids are given a introduction, a task, they're giving a process and an evaluation, and they go online and they research some things. Sometimes the web quests are very detailed and give specific websites, and sometimes the kids have to find them on their own. What I like it is everything's all together, and then the kids don't have to search too bad for them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to search for some examples over here. I'm not going to worry about logging in or anything because most of these you can just go ahead and find on your own and use them. So a couple different ways you can search this. I'm going to show you if I want to do a curriculum level matrix. I'm going to select a subject. Let's go with science. Let's go with 6th grade, 6 through 8, and do a search. So it takes it about a minute or two to find exactly what you're looking for. Usually the longer it takes us, the more they're actually generating, and you can see what happens when you do this. So at this moment right now, they have 2,893 web quests found just for 6 through 8 science. So that would be very daunting to go through 145 pages looking for something just related to science. But just to give you an idea, the status, most of these are shared, which means you can use them. You have a name and description of the science one that you would have. Design pattern, it's basically probably just going with more of a generic. It gives you your grade and your content areas, and you notice that some of these are 6 through 8, then some of them could even be K, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 through 8. So what is nice is over here it does give you a reading level. So if you have 6th grade and this is a 10th grade reading level, you might want to rethink that or just double check it to see if it's too hard. So obviously you'd have a lot to look at here. This one here would be very basic. It only has a reading level of 2.4, and it's through grades 3 through basically 8, which is a pretty big span. So you definitely want to take a look at these before you would have your assign your kids one of these. I don't really think it's a great idea for you to look through 2,893, so I'm going to hit the back button and show an easier way. So you're going to search the questgarden database for English language websites. You do have a couple other options that you could go. Maybe you have some English as a second language. Maybe you would find one in Spanish or Hebrew or Dutch or possibly French if you have students like that. Any of these words. So right now in science we are learning about cells. So I'm going to look for cells. I'm going to keep it at science 6 through 8. I'm going to keep it in the title or the descriptions. I don't want it just to be, if you hit the drop down here, it'll show process, author, or schools. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for just cells. And I'm going to hit search. And as you notice, instead of 2,000, now I have 118. Okay, that's a little more doable because basically that's only about 6 pages that I should look at. So, once again, taking a look at exactly what you would want. Work as a cell biologist, create a cell slide for a lab, might be interesting, but once again, a little over my kids' level, 9 through 12, even though it is a reading level of 6.5, a little more than what they're needed. This is cell biology, 3D cell model. Grades here is 9 through 12, and it's 7th grade, still a little high. So just kind of go through here and think about what is your ultimate goal. So maybe what's a cell all about looks pretty good. Maybe scroll down and you'll notice that here it actually talks about a cell phone. So be careful of things like that. You have to make sure you're on what you need. The almighty cell sounds interesting. A little easy on the grading, on the reading, but it is the appropriate level. So we go ahead and check this. Once again, start with his introduction. Then you go to your task, work together as a group, and each individual will have a specific role. Begin deciding who will be the researcher and recorder. Go to your process. The kids will read this. They have an investigation sheet that they will have to fill out. I like this because it gives you specific websites to look for, and interactive diagrams, games, and quizzes. Evaluation here, nice rubric that's already set up that you don't have to worry about, and the kids can go ahead and do. My kids love rubrics. And then a conclusion page, just kind of let you know that you did a wonderful job. Credits, always give credit where credit is due. And a teacher page, which just explains it once again, talks about learners and things like that.